Greetings, writers. It's Mr. Hebda from the Lackawanna College Writing Center. In this episode, we're going to take a look at how to cite AI using MLA 9th edition. So first of all, we need to be aware that many classes don't allow AI to be used. So make sure that your instructor lets you use AI. Otherwise, it could violate the academic integrity policy of your class's syllabus. So that's another source to look for. Check out the AI policy in the syllabus to make sure that you're allowed to use AI in class. Let's just say that, for the sake of this video, your instructor does allow you to use AI for research purposes. If so, there's a couple more rules we need to keep in mind. First is that full chats with AI are hard for researchers to get to. It's hard for them to access. So we need to actually copy and paste the whole chat at the end of our papers in an appendix on the Works Cited page. Another problem that AI has is that it doesn't actually cite sources. So we need to actually ask in the prompt for AI to give us some sources. Then we have to check those sources using the CRAP test and cite those sources instead of the AI if we use their information. All right, so here's our prompt. Explain the importance of the hummingbird in Mexican mythology, with sources, of course. Uh-oh. So I checked one of the sources that I was provided with by AI. It was a National Geographic link, and it took me to this page, which doesn't exist. So that's a problem. Here's another issue. Robots make mistakes just like you and I. So another source I was provided with by AI for that prompt was this book called Hummingbirds, A Life-Size Guide to Every Species, which I looked up. It's a real book. It exists. The problem is it's not by David A. Sibley. It's by these other authors I have listed at the bottom of the slide here. So the way that AI works is that it's fed lots of information from all across the internet. And sometimes when it spits that information back out at you, it gets mixed up and garbled up. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, with that said, what if we still want to use the AI-generated text from the chat, even if its information sources are maybe a little sketchy? Well, here's how you do it. This is an example of a direct quote in which we'll bring in an in-text citation that cites the AI tool. Mexican mythology, according to ChatGPT, which cited sources that did not exist. We do want to put that little qualification in whenever we bring in that outside information for our reader. Uses hummingbirds to represent love, beauty, resilience, vitality, and connection to the divine. And here we'll bring in our in-text citation, which will be a shortened form of the prompt we put into the AI tool, in quotation marks within parentheses. And that's going to be important because when the reader is looking for that source on the Works Cited page, the prompt is going to be at the start of our formula. After that, we'll make sure that we bring in the name of the AI tool in italics, whether it generates images or text. And then we'll bring in the day of the version if it's available. Otherwise, we'll just bring in the version name. Then we give the name of the creator tool, the creator of the AI tool, the date that the content was generated, and the web address. Pretty straightforward. Here's an example using our prompt. Explain the importance of the hummingbird in Mexican mythology with sources, in quotation marks, so there's our prompt. Then we have ChatGPT 4.0 Mini, that's the name of the version of the tool we used, followed by OpenAI, which created the tool, and then the day that we put the prompt in and had the chat, followed by the link to ChatGPT. Now, don't forget that after here, we're going to have to paste in the full text of the chat for the reader. I didn't put it here for the sake of space and time so that you can actually see what the citation looks like, but you will have to copy and paste that entire chat and put it in to the Works Cited page. Speaking of Works Cited page, here are the sources that I used to help me build this video, so feel free to pause the video and check them out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Feel free to check out the other videos that we have on the Lackawanna College Writing Center YouTube channel. And keep on writing, everyone. Mr. Hebda out.